Here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Barrow. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
On the double.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hit it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
45, Mike, 45. Pick it up.
2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get it.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Down. 8-3. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sloan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception here, Mariota being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They go play action. Mariota flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We taking wins home. Come.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Ready? 15 Lions. 15 Lions.
On 1st and 10, Sloan nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Check 45.
From the gun, Sloan. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sloan gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check nickel.
Where are they, team?
Throwing, Mariota. He'll rifle rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On third down, Barrow, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Alert three.
Protein spill. Five.
Operating from the gun. Sloan. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bravo. Get it.
From the gun, Sloan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Down the time. 4 down. 45, 45.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. Slam, slam.
Smooth. Shoot.
Back to throw. Sloan. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, Charlie.
45 to Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sloan, he wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Mariota.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Move on.
Mike 5-4.
On first down, Barrow. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
They'll try the left side. Barrow. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Mariota gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw. Sloan. He completes it to Hunt. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Airing one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You'd have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man.
Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Sloan. He gets this one to Boyd. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Mike, 45.
Throwing on 1st down. Sloan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Too little, Captain.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Shift.
Five.
Back to throw. Sloan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch twist.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Sloan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Off the play fake. Sloan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Check three.
They'll run on first down. Barrow. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Barrow. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Watch the curve.
It's caught by OBJ. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 4. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam. Under 10. 10.
Hey, seam 6. 61, matchbox lights.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Gone.
Check hot route.
Please grip.
From the gun, Sloan. And complete to Zach Ertz. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
I got it. Right here, guys.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, echo. Now.
On first down, Sloan. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
You got 3 down.
2nd and 13. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
He hadn't helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego, but how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 5.
Off play action. Sloan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first down, Barrow. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota is going to float this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
From the gun on third down, Sloan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 4th down, Sloan. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ricky. Tight dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
From the 27, Mariota. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on that last drive, wait for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on third down. Sloan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, Haywood.
On fourth down, Sloan. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get it.
On first and 10, Sloan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but they've got to pay it off with some points.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, pick your game up. Right there.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
2nd and 1. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
16. A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch left. Watch left.
Throwing here, Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sloan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Check, check. Watch the
Go, go.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, watch it.
Hey.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Cut, cut, cut. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Sloan. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
At the Texans' 1-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
X3. 218, chopper. Go.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of